All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Here's my Pixel 10 Pro. Folks, I actually love this phone. I think this is one of the best Pixels that has come out to date because it mirrors my 9 Pro that I had. And I have to start with saying one of my biggest regrets was getting rid of my 9 Pro and 9 Pro XL for obviously that one good reason, the SIM card. So now we're going to transition to the Pixel 11 we're going to talk about some of the rumored specs. So if you're watching this after August 12th, and that is when the Pixel phones are set to drop on August 12th, Google has already posted videos everywhere. It's no more longer leaks with Google. They just say, you know what, we're going to just put it out there and we're going to show them. So they're pretty much showing the gold color variant, porcelain, I should say, if that's what it's going to be renamed this year. But I don't know, but it might be gold. Who knows? But it's a gold looking phone that's on Google's website and all over Google's YouTube. So just bear that in mind. It is August 1st of recording this video, so I'm recording this almost a week and a half ahead of the event because I want to talk about some of these rumored specs and why I probably won't pull the trigger so quickly. If you remember with my 10 Pro Fold, which I'm using right here, it's updating software, and I just put it on the charger. That's my primary phone number. SIM card is in that phone right there, and I hate to keep saying it, but my SIM card is in there, and it's just agitating to know that this is the route they're taking again. So we'll just start there. The Pixel 11 for the US market will not have a SIM card. Such a disappointment. It's going back to you can have up to 8 phone numbers on your phone, 2 active at the same time. So it's unfortunate that this is the route that they're taking because it's a disappointment to a consumer like myself. And I know a lot of you guys do not switch phones around, but there are a lot of followers that follow me where I know you have multiple phone numbers. And so you prefer to swap it out very quickly with a SIM card, or you have multiple devices and you just want to swap between the devices for the weekend. Like if you're going somewhere and you got that one phone that lasts an entire weekend, that's what you want to do. You want to go to that phone. And instead of doing the eSIM transfer, it's a hassle. It may be convenient for some people and say, oh, you'll never lose your SIM card. I get it. That's an argument that people keep on saying, that it's more convenient, it's better. I don't see how that's more convenient or it's better. I don't see that yet. And I'm a person who has phones that are with an eSIM, and like one of my phone numbers, my iPhone, they did the same thing. My iPhone, that number has an eSIM because I have to, because I got rid of I still have my 13 Pro Max, but I got rid of my 13 Pro, my blue one, both of them. Should have kept them. Nonetheless, that is a huge failure from Google already out the gate. You remember when the 10 Pro Fold came out, I didn't jump right out and get that. I kept my OG Fold, and eventually I caved, and I'm glad I did because the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is actually another phenomenal phone that I have, and I'm regularly driving it, and I just think it's great. So the new version of this phone, the 11, I'm just kind of reading here off a rumored website. I won't mention the website because, again, these are rumors. It's rumored to have the same size screen, same resolution, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, Android 17 with 7 major updates. I think if Google stops focusing on hardware and just stick with software, bring some good software, bring some good hardware, which this is, bring back the SIM card, and then just focus on the software side for a while. You don't have to bring a phone every year. And that's a problem that a lot of companies have gotten into. All of the companies are doing this. Samsung, Apple, Google, they're all doing it. And it's unfortunate because we're not getting major upgrades or changes. Every now and then a new phone will drop, with Samsung with the new Z Fold 8. And then with with Apple with the iPhone Air. I have both of those. It's amazing. So rumored to have no card slot for memory. Obviously, we already know that. It's rumored to start at 256 gigs, but it's also rumored to start at that higher price. So instead of just, if people like to say people copy Apple, they're not copying Apple anymore because Apple kept their pricing the same and doubled the storage. No one else did that. Samsung raised their prices. Google raised their prices essentially because you're eliminating an option that's the lowest price one with the memory being the lowest, but you're not giving a discount on the current, like making the entry the same. So it's rumored to start at 256 gig with 12 gigs of RAM, a 512 at 16 gigs of RAM, and a terabyte at 16 gigs of RAM. USF 4.0, obviously. It's rumored to have these same camera modules, but a little tweak to the aperture, which means it's going to be the same cameras, which I'm not I'm not buying it. It's the same cameras. But it's also rumored to have a selfie camera that's a 13 megapixel, not a 42. So if you pull up the camera specs on the 10 and the 9 Pro, they had 42 megapixel cameras on the front here on this camera. This one's rumored to have a 13 megapixel. I know 13 megapixel the megapixels only count for so much, but I can't wait to see how that is once I do get it. Stereo speakers, Bluetooth 6.0, nothing major after that. A 4,800 milliamp hour battery, 4,850 is rumored to be what it is, and 30 watt wired charging, 15 watt wireless charging. So these aren't like extraordinary specs to where I'm going to be like, oh my God, I got to get this. No. I slowly moved into, buying the Google products this year. And, I'm glad. Oh, I think last year I bought them. My bad. Last year, late last year, I think I bought them. But I genuinely enjoyed this phone the most. But unfortunately, I don't want to remove my SIM card and eliminate my SIM card from my main phone number. And then my other phone number, it's on my iPhone. And, I don't really have any reason to move this number around. So, because I personally feel like this is the perfect size for a phone, 6.3, which is why I like this phone so much and I use it regularly. This little Moto phone. I love this phone. People frown on that, but that phone is amazing. Amazing battery, good cameras, solid software. It's all there. So I feel like if Google really wants to win over their consumers, their loyal consumers, which I am one of them, why would they not have a SIM card in here? I almost did a drop test for you. Why would they not have a SIM card in here and do something different? Get away from what other companies are doing. Give us a SIM card. I thought this through long and hard before posting this video right here because I genuinely am still a Google fan, man. I'm going to continue to use, I'm regularly driving my Pixel 10 Pro Fold. And I was regularly driving this one, but I need to free up a number and I need a SIM card for that. So this phone goes to the back burner. I'm not swapping it out for my iPhone. I could, but the iPhone, I only have just one iPhone in rotation. It's been the same, my 17 Pro. And I've just got everything on that phone set up perfectly. So the only way that will change is if the Pro Fold or iPhone Pro Fold or whatever, iPhone Fold, whatever comes out, that's the only way I'll probably move that number or switch. This phone basically is going to stay on an iPhone is what I'm saying, no matter what it is. So that phone really doesn't count for anything. My other two phone numbers, this number here, and then my primary number on my 10 Pro Fold, I have to have a SIM card on these phones. I cannot. And I really want to use this on my primary number because it's small. And that's why I'm comfortable using this phone. Because you can see the Pro Fold is essentially the same size. It's just thicker, it has the same size screen. It's just thicker. It has the same size screen because it folds open. But it's depressing to note that I have to resort to this because it has a SIM card. And I really like this. And I love my 10 Pro Fold. I already told you why I would use it more than my beloved Moto Razr. I love the Razr. I have the Fold 7. I have other folds, my OnePlus, all these. There's just so many phones out there I love. But the fact that the OnePlus Open and then this Pixel 10 Pro Fold fit the bill because of that screen size and how it feels, it's a little bit more comfortable for me because I don't need a ginormous screen on a phone. There's so much to love about this phone. The facial recognition is fast. The fingerprint is fast. The software is solid. The build quality, this is beautiful. I don't think I would get rid of this. I don't think I'll get rid of it because why move to the 11 when I have the 10? And I feel like Google's going to just pretty much do the same thing, man. They're going to bring us the same product. And I know, folks, I know. Everyone's bringing us the same products. However, these people that are bringing us, the companies that I love that are bringing the same products are Samsung, And I like Apple. I don't love Apple, but I really like Samsung a lot because I still have a SIM card option on all of the devices that I purchase, which is amazing. Unfortunately, OnePlus has departed. LG departed. There's all these BlackBerry departed. All these companies have left that I really enjoyed. And that's unfortunate. But at least I still have this phone from Google, which I can freely put my SIM card in. It has a fingerprint reader. It has everything I love about Google. The same as my 10 Pro Fold, but I hate not being able to use this. And I got a feeling the 11 will come out. I'll get that itch. I might get it. If I can't get it for a really good deal, I'm not getting it because I'm literally tired of buying the same phones. I'm tired of buying the same phones, which is why I passed on the the Z Fold 8 Ultra, because I have a 7 Fold, Z Fold 8 Ultra, and I have a 7 Fold. They're the same phones, folks. I don't care how you swing it. They're the same phones, but at least they have SIM cards. So at one point, if I do decide to get the Ultra, I'll feel comfortable doing it because it has a SIM card. That's that. So what are your thoughts on Google doing the same thing again? And I'm hard on Google because I like Google a lot. I like stock Android. I like bare bones plain software. Plain Jane, man. I love it. I love it. I think the software is solid. It just works. Like the things they used to say about Apple, well, iPhones just work. No, that's Google. It just works. Period. So it's your man Jay. I hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think about what Google's doing with the also famous Pixel 11 Pro lineup? Now, I don't know anything about the Pixel 11 Pro Fold, if they're going to do that. I don't know. But that's a phone that I would probably move to because it's going to have a SIM card. It's rumored to have a SIM card. So it's a shame that this is where I'm at when it comes to phones, SIM cards. If it doesn't have a SIM card, I'm starting to move away from it. I don't need 8 phone numbers on my phone. I mean, I have 3 phone numbers, but I'm going to use a different phone for each one because they all have a different purpose. I don't want to be bothered on the phone that I use as an office line while I'm out and about. And the other phone will stay wherever it stays. I technically only carry 2, but this phone number right here is what's considered my office line when I'm doing business with people. So I don't want to carry all 3 just because I can. I don't want to be bothered for that matter. So what do you guys think about what Google is going to do with the rumored Pixel 11 Pro? Didn't make this video to shun Google or call them out or make people upset about Google as a company. I really don't care if you are upset. But I'm a true fan of Google. I buy all their products, regardless if they've sent me products in the past. I buy all the stuff because I like it. I'm not doing it for just clicks and views. I genuinely love tech. If you want unbiased and real reviews, here is where you need to be, because I'm genuinely going to use the product for months, year, or whatever. And I'm going to keep following up with you. And like I have a follow-up coming on the 10 Pro Fold. Absolutely love that phone. So stay locked for that. But we're going to get into the phone that's going to be replacing my SIM card from that 10 Pro Fold. And it is going to be the Z Fold 8. Now, shout out to all the people that went to the event this year. I went to the 7 Fold event. It was amazing. But, I didn't go to the 8 this year. Didn't get a review in it. I'm okay with that. I just log in and pay. I'm all right with that. I'm not looking for anything because I like being independent. So I really am happy for all the people that got a unit. I hope they're enjoying. Shout out to JoJo. She got a unit. And I'm really happy that the people that are getting out, but I want to see some genuine, I don't want to see rushed content just to be first. So, because I like to watch creators, and I always tend to watch people who are not like big or well known, I would say. I like to watch them because most of the time, regular consumers will give you just real world stuff that sometimes content creators or influencers never even thought about. So, this is your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.